I quite literally sat on the sofa for about the last 2 hours and completely and utterly refrained from hopping in the shower, which I'm going to have to do after this matchup. Good morning, Momo. How are you?
I'm very good.
Yeah,
very tired.
Did you hop in the shower?
This morning?
Yeah?
Yes, I did. And last night.
I'm gonna still have to do
that. Because it was very, very hot in here.
I was still working like until about 3 a.m. in the morning.
Here?
Yeah, here. To make sure you guys at home have all the updates ready to go as soon as we're kicking off in the morning, which is right now. And of course, when I woke up this morning, I went over here and did some more preparation stuff and all that jazz, which had to be done. And sadly enough, the whole washing thing kind of, wasn't done. So we'll have to do that as soon as this is done. So, yeah, you do that.
I'm joking.
My manly, musky smell is superior to yours, so it's all good. Let's go into the game. Let's go live. We have ourselves a former Fariko party, really. It's LowLandLions versus Fariko. Well, who are these Fariko guys? Are these...
It's, I'm trying to think of their name, but it's, well, Deceased Maniac. I think it's Zebra. Is it Fariko.ZEBRA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they call that.
Maniac, Acta, and Royal. Well, LowLandLions, of course, the DNA is strict TM kill and amazing. In all honesty, I don't think LowLandLions should have any issues with this in this matchup.
No, I mean, LowLandLions obviously, unfortunately, just losing out there. The gun battle, he's got that in. It's 1-0 already. Yeah. But LowLandLions had a bit of a shaky start yesterday, only playing 2 games and losing both of them, putting themselves straight into the loser bracket, meaning they're going to have to play about 10-15 games.
Which is ridiculous, considering if you think about it, there was so much hype around this team on the walk up towards this tournament. Everybody thinking LowLandLions, they're seated second in this tournament, they're going to blast everyone away. And suddenly they find themselves in the lower bracket, which is just strange.
The thing is, with LowLandLions as well, the actual watching them play was unbelievable. I mean, they were dropping 200 kills on Demolition on an average.
TM Kill was doing things that I thought by myself, modded Xbox LOL. But yeah, you find themselves. It's an indication of it doesn't really matter how good your individual players are. If you do not play as a team and you do not get the objectives, then you're pretty much screwed. Which is pretty much what happened with LowLandLions. TM Kill and amazing, pretty much the pullers for LowLandLions yesterday. We'll have to see whether or not they can actually do anything today. If they've learned from their mistakes from yesterday, and they have to, because they cannot allow themselves to lose any matches.
No.
On the other hand, we got ourselves Zebra, Decis, who is actually a Gears of War player rather than a Black Ops player. And the thing about multi-gamers is, unless your name is Fatality, it's generally not the best thing.
I mean, in all honesty about this Fariko.ZEBRA team, I'm not too knowledgeable about their team, otherwise, I'll have a bit more to say, but I mean, LowLandLions, as you say, shouldn't have a problem going through this game, but in, the past 2 games, they've shown a bit of a shaky starts. I mean, TM Kill, once again, getting the kill, the important kill and the return, and they're going to make that 2-0, I think. Yeah, they've done that.
The one thing in this tournament right now, what I'm worried about myself, because in all honesty, the contents of this particular matchup is not all that interesting, so I was going to drill something else. Apex are going to be allowed to pretty much do nothing until about 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right.
I really wonder how this is going to affect their playstyle, because yesterday they were on a complete steamroller. They were crashing through just about anybody. They dropped, I think, 2 maps in total through the entire series.
I think, yeah, 2 or 3 maps.
2 or 3 maps in total. I wonder if they're going to be, if they're going to be losing their momentum. That is an issue, because if you're at the LAN, you keep on playing your matches and you keep on steamrolling through, you will have your momentum there.
Yeah.
And I wonder how this is going to impact them. Now, they will find themselves versus one of the Fariko teams. I believe it's the All-Stars team they will be going against in the winner bracket final. But I wonder how this is going to impact them.
In all honesty, I think they will show signs of it when they first start playing. Maybe they're a bit shaky, the shots won't be as accurate as they can be. But with the experience that they've got on board, I mean, individually, I'm sure after, even the first half of the map, first map, they'll be up and running and ready to go.
All-Stars, of course, will have the same problem.
Yes.
Coming in.
Yeah.
Good job, team. Get ready for the next round.
But, it is quite possible that we'll see a team coming in from the lower bracket and move all the way through to the middle and upper bracket. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, you've got teams like obviously LowLandLions, which are right at the bottom at the moment. But I think what most people, forget is they can still work their way back. It's a long road and obviously a lot of games to be played, but they can still do it.
Personally, I think they will most likely win this bracket, move on towards the next bracket, and actually win that as well.
It's something definitely that's possible. I think it's, if they, as you say, play all day, play loads of games, they'll be ready to play. Well,
that's not so much the reason. I think they're going to be, I'm pretty much think they're going to be fine. However, I don't think they're going to get to the finals itself. Mainly because, sure, individually they are amazing players. Look at these stats so far. LowLandLions are already plowing ahead through the lineups. 14 deaths, 13 deaths on the Fariko side. Nothing like that on the LowLandLions side at all. The problem is, will they be focused on the objectives, something they failed to do yesterday? I think that's going to be problematic.
I think that's what they were losing out on. I mean, you see LowLandLions here, and you see that they were, they had three down, and I mean, it took them, 5-10 seconds to even get that flag there, and they need to be more objective-based and objective-minded, because they're going to do what happened yesterday, and they're going to drop 200 kills on a map between them, averaging 50 kills each, and still lose against a team that's going, on average 25 kills and 50 deaths, which is unbelievable, to be honest.
For game, the team that we were just talking about is still in the middle bracket, if I am not completely mistaken.
That's right. They're actually currently playing to our right-hand side. They're actually playing against Fariko.ZEBRA.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's something that's going on in the middle bracket there. I think they're playing for the placement in the quarterfinals. But, one of those teams will be progressing into the quarters and maybe even into the semi-finals.
In the meantime, though, let's take a quick look at the game. What's going on? Currently, LowLandLions are winning 3-0.
Yeah, LowLandLions, I think they're playing very comfortable here. Looking at those kills.
For them, in all honesty, it's more of a warm-up match, if anything else. Seeing Dreaming Royal doing all right on the Fariko side. But DCIS and Acta pretty much getting reamed. Which is pretty much the case at the moment. LowLandLions definitely... Yeah, this is pretty much our first game of the day, and considering it's a lower bracket, the lower bracket games like this are generally not all that interesting. So yesterday we saw some absolutely sensational games on the first day, which was completely unexpected. We saw 3 pieces, we saw 4 pieces consistently being played out.
Yeah.
And yesterday was extremely exciting already, and I hope that we're going to see a continuation of that today. But like us, like for these teams, this is just the first match for us today. It's for us a warm-up as well. And for you guys at home, of course, because it is still 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. local time here. It's a Sunday, so I just got back from church, obviously, because that's all you do.
Same.
And yeah, it's just a warm-up at the moment. And I think both teams are approaching this situation. Fariko, I don't think they're going to be making this. There's going to be a 3-map swipe, and they're going to have to go home.
Unfortunately, that's the case. I mean, if Fariko do lose this, whether it's 3-0, 3-1,
do they go with the placement matches, or do they go home automatically?
They will go out automatically because it's in the
first stage of the lower bracket.
Yeah, the first stage. I think the top 16 will play placement games, and you'll see that towards the end of the tournament. Probably, that will be before the grand final.
A tournament which has 2,200 euros in prizes lined up, which is actually quite good.
Yeah, especially for it's kind of a small arena, but it's packed full of players. The equipment here is no less than any, if not better.
It's run extremely efficiently, is what it is.
Yeah, and to provide a live stream in HD for you guys to watch at home.
For free, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
I know when I'm at home, I fully appreciate it. When the Call of Duty XP tournament was on in America, there's nothing I wanted more to be there. But
I was actually extremely disappointed with that stream, to be quite honest.
It was
mainly because you pay so much money to get a proper production, and you don't have, you have a lot of entertainment on site for the players themselves. However, there is almost no entertainment for people on the site. You have a camera which is looking at a giant sign for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
While at the same time, you have the stream from GameSpot, which was doing consistent content, like interviews with players, doing video streams of what was going on in the compound itself, like what was going on. There was an armory. There was the there was like what was it called? What were those things called? Like a slide? No, what
the zip line.
The zip line.
Yeah,
that was the one. Yeah.
I mean, it was really cool, and you know the paintballing and
absolutely, absolutely. If that sort of content was produced on the actual COD XP stream itself, then they would have easily peaked out at maybe 80K, 90K rather than the 30K they get consistently.
Yeah, definitely.
I was very, very disappointed for content-wise. The event itself was apparently quite amazing. I believe some of the Deserto guys actually went over. Emotion went over, I think.
That's right. Yeah, Emotion went over his stuff, and
he had to go on the last day, sadly enough.
Yeah, he had to leave early.
But he had to miss Kanye. Damn it! Oh no, not missing Kanye. What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
What a shame.
It's a friend of mine from Twitch TV. His nickname is Fish Sticks.
Cool.
Yeah, and Kanye West.
Kanye West. Well, you saw LowLandLions there quite easily breezing it through Fariko.ZEBRA.
He didn't get the joke, apparently.
I don't understand sometimes.
I'm sure there's people at home that understand that.
It is like, what time is it now?
It is I think it's 11:30.
I think in the past like 70.
It's actually 10. It's actually 10 to 11 still.
Yeah,
it's
past
still
72 hours. I think I've had about 6 hours sleep. But this is what happens.
Well, you don't even get a South Park joke at this point of the day. What is this?
We were watching South Park last night in Dutch.
In Dutch?
Yeah, it was hard.
What do you mean in Dutch? We don't have... South Park doesn't get dubbed in Dutch.
It was.
It gets dubbed in Dutch?
No.
It was subtitled, no doubt. But it doesn't get dubbed.
The subtitles were in
Dutch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the actual sound was in Dutch. Like, we didn't have a clue what was going on.
As if. Maybe if it was SpongeBob, I cannot imagine that, but...
It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
How drunk were you?
I was okay. Feeling it today, though.
But you have been... But you were...
Yeah.
You were consuming the alcoholic beverages.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. As you should. Let's go over map number 2. It's time for search and destroy. Demolition on firing range. LowLandLions having no problem whatsoever so far. I'm going to go for the first plant here on the A side.
Yeah, that's right.
B side, my apologies. A side, of course, being they're going for a double plant, actually. Amazing trying to get a double plant and was not able to do so.
I think it's going to be really interesting to watch this because this was the actual map that we commentated on yesterday where TM Kill was absolutely ripping it up.
Oh, yeah.
And they still managed to lose. So
and
maybe
again, is that Silence AK that he's been rocking so far.
There it is. There it is. Is he gonna stay with his kind of
he's gonna
Slayer mode, or is he play a little bit more?
I don't
objective?
actually think they're gonna go. I actually don't think they're gonna 30 bomb it because this will be over very, very quickly.
You can see, his awareness of the map and awareness of the plays is unbelievable. Even if he's not getting the kills, he knows where they are consistently, and even delaying them to that bomb is such a key play.
It just shows that games. Ooh. Okay, that was a little bit of an awkward jump.
Like Commando Pro off Modern Warfare 2 there.
One thing, game sense is so incredibly important in any particular game, whether or not you're playing Call of Duty, whether or not... whether or not you're playing 1.6 or StarCraft or anything along those lines. And TM Kill has it right here.
Yeah.
And that sort of game sense only comes to a player who has been playing a game for at least 10,000 hours or more.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, one thing I'd really like to see there was LowLandLions got 3 down and they were straight on that bomb. To be honest, it looks like they've learned their mistake and they're going full-out objective, which I'm really happy to see. Yeah,
we didn't see all that full-out objective yesterday from them, which was pretty much their downfall in the upper as well, the middle bracket. They have almost on the spawn lock there.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Dennis there, DNA.
Oh, Amazing has this, though.
Yeah, this looks like it's
chokes like
fully
an idiot.
locked down. They've got frags, they've got flashes. That other team even killing themselves with the grenade. That's 4 down.
Hey. Do we have a tally for that? Like a separate tally for like suicides by nade?
And because I've not seen it.
I don't think it's the first one we've seen. Because
Number 1.
Team nades were still on 17. By the way, just throwing it out there. I still need like a button here that like pops it up on the top of the screen. It's like player owned 17 times. That'd be cool. Production, make it happen.
ASAP.
Yeah.
So we're gonna switch teams.
Tropaz.
Yeah, we're going to go with Fariko.ZEBRA. Obviously, on the attack here, it looks like they're pushing B. One of them's actually hanging back there, you can see.
Yeah, Desus is playing it fairly passively so far. Getting shut down for his troubles quite quickly. And we're actually not seeing a push through jungle. Something I was seeing the top teams doing consistently. Like LowLandLions and, of course, Apex always started out with an SMG, rushing them through towards the towards jungle very, very fast, trying to get around, maybe for a surprise bomb plant. Now,
that's really good play there.
Why did Acta rush into its spawn there is a little bit beyond me.
I think
You're not going to spawn lock LowLandLions in.
No. I mean, I think he was just trying to get himself out of there, because as you can see, LowLandLions are absolutely overpowering Fariko.ZEBRA here, and I think they're just running separate ways.
Well, as he says, they get 3 kills.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It looks like a Maniac, is it, that's left? Deceases. Oh, flashes himself, or is that someone else? DNA there, going huge, going 17-9, having a really good game, 17-10 now. But I think in general, Dennis used the excuse yesterday he was extremely tired during his games when he lost 2. So I think he's got something to prove today, which is starting off really, really well.
They will be piling through with energy crap and that sort of thing. I really think we should get like a proper energy drink sponsor for this event. So we got like a mini fridge here on the side. Like,
be good.
one of those Coca-Cola mini fridges with like a glass door. Those ones, those are awesome. Get one of those.
I'd like that.
But
sit back on the couch.
Well, my producer is already making me coffee every morning. Like instead of that crap that comes out,
around your
like that proper crap that comes out of the machine.
No,
I don't like that.
No.
So he actually he has like a French coffee press. So he makes coffee every single time, and it's absolutely amazing. It's like in the morning, it's like, oh, this is really good. Because commentary is hard work. They get the defuse. 1 minute to go.
Fariko.ZEBRA, they can't go anywhere. They literally are just spawning. About 3-4 seconds later, they're trying to either go through tubes, through middle, or through jungle. And
they're completely locked into the spawn. They're trying to get through jungle. Acta's not even he's gonna try to rush out there, and Desus as well. But they're gonna find nothing but death as soon as they try to move in towards Wooden here.
Yeah, they've got to keep trying. They've got to keep pushing. Obviously, their deaths. And
why is nobody here?
I think LowLandLions have actually pushed so far up that maybe they've sneaked through.
Oh, Acta. Awkward.
Acta. Oh, again, such good play from DNA. Only 20 seconds left to go. Fariko.ZEBRA have failed to get a bomb down at the minute. They're going to go for one last-ditch effort. Can they do this? Let's have a look.
And they're going to find themselves with a set nade. There we go. The problem is they did manage to get themselves a single plant so far, but it got defused very quickly, and now it's pretty much over.
I think this is really good for LowLandLions. He's going to get the confidence back up obviously from yesterday. They're going to go through the next map as it will be Demolition, going on to Search and Destroy, and hopefully.
I'm going to make an analogy now, and it's going to be pretty horrendous. So bear with me. So let's say that you are without confidence. We're going into a big fight, and in the morning you're in a big fight in the evening, and in the morning you beat up a midget.
Yeah.
Does that boost your confidence, you reckon?
I think it proves that they're still. I know exactly what you're trying to say. However,
it's a horrific analogy. But you know what I mean.
I think with LowLandLions, when you start to lose, when you start to go down, your mentality for the game, you don't communicate as much. But then you play a game like that, your whole team's working together. They're all hyped. They've maybe gone to be a better team, and they start to believe in themselves and think that they can actually go back through the lower bracket, through the middle bracket. You know, and even storm the event.
What they really need is a game versus a really good team and just win it. Just to get an adrenaline pumping, those endorphins rolling. Because that right there, those kind of games, those are the ultimate boost to any player. You will know this as well.
Yep.
You've done it many times. Back when I still was playing Unreal Tournament 2004, same thing for me. Matches that are exceptionally close, that go down towards the last second, nothing better than that. If you're shaking in your seat after a match, your heart's running at 180 BPM. Those kind of matches, those will get you so pumped up and so fired up for your next match that you feel unstoppable.
Exactly.
Very, very important. And that's right. Like these matches right now, like you said, it boosts confidence for LowLandLions.
We got the bomb.
But the ultimate booster in confidence is still to come. And I think that's going to be versus 4 game in the middle bracket later on in this tournament. Because I do think the LowLandLions will have no issues whatsoever getting through this lower bracket. And they will try to get that revenge in versus the French team.
Definitely, definitely. And I think it's something that they could possibly do. Strict is just on the last player here. TM Kill picking him up. TM Kill there actually did it exceptionally well. Picking up 3 kills in the first round. I mean, that's not a bad start, is it? Yeah,
absolutely not. For those people that did not follow the last minute or so, we are now currently on Grid Search and Destroy, the most horrific map with the best game type.
Switching sides.
Fact. For those people who do not realize how this game type works, there are 2 bomb sites, 1 bomb for the attacking team. Everybody gets 1 life. It's all about staying alive and getting that bomb planted. If you don't, you lose the round.
Exactly. TM Kill here. Absolutely ripping it up.
Yeah, absolutely. DNA doing the same thing. Headshots for everybody, apparently. It's currently 0 kills for TM Kill as he gets himself knifed by Acta. Acta has been very consistent with that knife so far, actually. We've seen him doing it several times already.
You do get quite, you do get knife players. You do get knife players whose reactions are unbelievable. But
Amazing will be last man standing
Amazing's
here.
Left on his own here.
Versus 2.
Versus 2. Ooh, what is he doing? Oh, that is. I think that's
a bad situation right now.
I think it was a bit of I think he just panicked. Maybe he needed to just take his time, let them actually start planning, then kill him.
The thing is, he's doing it now rather than later on in the tournament. Now he can get it out of his system. And if that beeping move continues, I will most likely strangle somebody.
A little beeping in our headsets to let you guys know. Amazing, last alive.
I had my ears tested a while ago. Apparently, it's still quite good, and he managed to clutch it.
He did there. I mean, even with these headsets on there, I heard him go for he actually went for the fake plant here. He knew he went for the fake plant. Checked again, planted it again.
The thing is in Black Ops though, the fake plant takes a whole lot longer than it did in Modern Warfare. In Modern Warfare, it's just click, click, and you're done. In Black Ops, it's like click and putting it out again.
Bomb acquired.
Taking it up from the Fariko site. No, that's the wrong side.
LowLandLions, let's watch them attack.
As always, we'll be looking at the offensive side because, oh, hello.
Yeah, this is a gun that you don't see many people actually using. It's actually getting shut down
for obvious reasons, as we just saw.
Yeah. Dennis got taken out there, but the Mach 11, I think people are starting to use that a bit more in Search and Destroy game modes, as it is a bit of a slow-paced game mode, and sometimes what you do need to do is just have that little bit extra kind of range or accuracy on your gun, even though it's not as powerful.
A Mach 11 range and accuracy? I'm not going to lie, if you've ever shot a SMG like that, then you would know that there's nothing more inaccurate than that.
The Mach 11?
No. In real life, I mean.
Oh, right.
Right.
Obviously, yeah.
Like Uzis and that sort of thing, because they've got such short barrels. If you shoot anything faster than maybe like 3 rounds or 4 rounds, like clicking it, it will just go all over the place because the barrel's that short.
Yeah. A lot of recoil.
Yeah. At least the HK MP5 is decent because it's got a nice stock on it. It's pretty good. That's why special ops use those all the time as well.
Oh, there, and you see Dennis picking up the double kill.
Mach 11 even, sorry. It's so annoying in Black Ops because Mach 11 is actually not a production model.
And that's why you're giving it the name Mach 10. A few people actually said why you're saying like Mach 10 or something, but it's actually...
It's Mach 11 in the game, but the problem is it's actually like a limited edition prototype model only made for like American Black Ops teams. Nice smoke there, actually.
Yeah, that was really tactical gameplay by Deceased. Something I've not really seen, to be honest, within this tournament is the smoke grenades. But
and he will pick up the round as well. And now, for some reason, everybody's yelling easy these days.
I think...
So the thing is, you know what? I think T1 is a total hipster because he said easy when it was still underground. And you guys were even more hipsters.
Yeah.
Because you were still saying it when it was still underground. Not the most exciting match so far.
I think you can just see LowLandLions. I mean, winning the demolition 2-0, winning the capture, the flag, was it 4 or 5-0, something like that?
Didn't they manage to get a 6-0 yesterday. No, it wasn't LowLandLions. It was actually the Fariko team. It was Fariko All-Stars that managed to 6-0 All-Stars.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Deviant even. My apologies.
Yeah. That's right. You're right there.
Which was in the semi-final, which was very, very surprising, to be quite honest.
You're going to see Dennis here with the final kill cam with the Mark 11.
It's stupid. It's just a brick.
It is. Like
it's a brick. Is what it is.
A brick with a handle.
It's the most horrifically designed piece of crap ever. It's not very elegant.
Hopefully,
I've had the distinction of firing AK-47 ones. Those things are ridiculous. They're so stupid. Literally, you cannot break an AK. You can do whatever you want with those things, and it will always keep on working.
I think one thing that is not too. You see, like LLL there, they're just storming through their game. It's not like they're even showing a weakness or showing anything like that.
Death-wise, 3-3, 4-3. The only time we've only seen a couple of deaths from LowLandLions so far, and only TM Kill and DNA have both been dying in every single round so far. Well, not in every single round they've won.
Yeah, they've just completely shut out their team once again within about 15 seconds. All 4 of them dead.
They'll only need one more round, and then it is all done and out for Fariko.ZEBRA.
Is that the first team that will be eliminated from the competition?
I think it is. Which is ironic, because there is a team of Fariko in the winner bracket final. And right now we're looking at a Fariko team to be knocked out of the tournament.
Exactly.
First as well.
But they're fighting here. Deceased picking up the first kill against Amazing. TM Kill is actually living up to his name there.
Oh, DNA.
He just popped his DNA. He just got an absolute... Oh, that headshot was unbelievable. Well, I think they're kind of maybe mocking the other team.
Yeah, they're just cocking around right now.
Yeah.
This is the bit in Modern Warfare where people run around with G36s and M14s.
Oh.
Not the best idea there, LowLandLions.
Maybe getting a bit too complacent for themselves.
And that's the reason why they're in the lower bracket.
As he falls off the balcony.
Never underestimate your enemy. Ever.
I don't think they're in a position really to be... I know obviously they're
2 maps up.
Yeah, but...
You should never do it to begin with.
I mean, this is the deciding one. One more loss and they're out, and I think they should focus more on the game.
Yeah.
But, as you see, TM Kill getting shut up by a grenade.
They need serious face on.
I like how they've taken the sniper rifle off now. They've come back and they've thought,
I think TM Kill is like... You idiot. As we are potentially here on what could be the last round in this matchup, and it will be at this rate, because it will just be Desus standing as the last man for Fariko before they got knocked out of the tournament, and it will most likely happen unless he gets a 3-man clutch, which I really, really doubt. Gears of War 3 player, Gears of War 2 player, of course, won World Cyber Games back in 2007. No, 2008, I even think, which was... No, it came in second, actually. My apologies. Silver World Cyber Games 2007, which is very impressive. And there you have it. LowLandLions. LowLandLions will continue in this lower bracket with the first Fariko team being knocked out of the tournament. We're going to go for a quick break. I'm going to hit the shower, and we'll be back with you very, very shortly with more live commentary here from the commentary sofa. I just used commentary 3 times in 1 sentence. Oh, dear. Momo will be right back with you.
Cool.
Cool. See you soon.